progress, I think. Got a new cable to record onto the GoPro. And we'll see.
Richmond traffic, Fairbanks 211, you're from 01 mile northwest.
Alright. Right now we're warming up the engine. We have to get the oil temperature up to 120. Still trying to read the book, figure out how to run this airplane. Alright, we're going to go ahead and taxi to 01. All the way out here to the taxiway. This is taxiway Bravo that we're going to be on here.
Richland traffic, RV-73712 is on taxiway Bravo, taxiing 201, Richland traffic.
And we're at 108. All right, let's see. We're going to come swing around here and do a run-up. Run-up, make sure that our engine is functioning properly, and there are no problems. Okay. And we're going to use this for it. Okay, brakes hold. Flight controls free and correct. I was checking that actually on my way. Rudder's good. Brakes are holding. Fuel valve is open. Fuel quantity, says we have 14 gallons. We got more than that. Trim is set for takeoff, yes. Flaps, 1 detent. Canopy is latched. Don't want to forget that. Engine run up. Okay, we're going to go to 4,000 RPM. And engine and instruments are all in the green. We're going to check our ignition B. Got a drop. We're going to check ignition A. There's a drop. And we are good to go. Everything good. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Engine instruments, ammeter, throttle, back to idle. Brakes release. Alright, I think we're ready to go.
Richland traffic, RV-73712 is departing runway 01, Richland.
We are lined up on runway 01. We'll check the compass, see how accurate that is, and 01. It says 02, but we're going to go for it. Okay, get my wheels lined up, and we are off. And we're at 50-something knots. We're up. And fly it. Okay, and flaps down. And we're going to climb out here at about 75 knots. Down to 85 knots now that we're up.
Chinook approach, RV-73712 is departing Richland at 3,500. Would like flight following in the north practice area.
RV-712, Chinook departure, Tri-Cities altimeter 3003, squawk 4370.
4370, RV-712.
All right, so what that did was we just got a hold of the air traffic control, and they can see us on the radar, and they gave us a code to squawk so that they can identify who it is that they're seeing. And they will keep an eye on us for traffic in case we get somebody's way or they get in our way. They can warn us and let us make adjustments and corrections. So this flight today is, oh, what's that done? Flight today is kind of a memorial. I found out last night that my cousin, who I grew up with when we were younger, was in an airplane crash and passed away yesterday. And so this is kind of a memorial flight. He's not a pilot. He was just a passenger in somebody else's airplane. It was a Cherokee, I think. And so I'm going to fly out over where he grew up. It was a farm out here north of Pasco. And when I was young, we used to come out here. We lived in Sacramento, California. We used to come here for summers and summer vacation. And Bub is his name. Blaine is his name, but everybody calls him Bub. He goes by Bub.
Eagle 1-1, cross Iheo at or above 4,000.
Anyway, Bub and I...
Eagle 1-1 on departure, fly runway heading, climb maintain 4,000 until further advised.
We spent runway heading a lot of time out here on his farm.
Stallion 2, Charlie Whiskey, traffic 11.
And they used to
maneuvering westbound, typing out
grow sugar beets. And so they had these geese, gaggle of geese, I think it's called the gaggle. That used to go out and eat the weeds or the grass or whatever was growing amongst the sugar beets.
Last calling Chinook approach was at Twin Cessna 9er630 Victor.
I used to go out there with them and herd the geese out to the fields, and then in the evening we'd come and herd them back into the pen. So anyway, I was going to go fly out around that farm and kind of do a little remembering of Bub. And right out here is where he grew up, and I'm going to try to find it. It's right along this road, and it's out here quite a ways. So we're going to follow this road. And we're going to go out to, it used to be called Matthews Corner.
5 miles east of it here.
Because my great uncle Doyle had a
traffic 2 o'clock, 3 miles north
door
maneuvering
and a house right there.
RV-712, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles maneuvering 3,200 Skyhawk.
Looking for traffic, 712.
Stock 9 uniform, maintain VFR at or below 3,000.
At or below 3,000, 9 uniform.
RV-712, maintain VFR at or above 3,500.
At or above 3,500, RV-712.
Stallion 2, Charlie Whiskey, you planning the full procedure turn?
So that's really nice. They told me that there's an airplane out here and gave us altitude restrictions so that we don't run into each other.
Eagle 2-1, Chinook departure, radar contact, clear.
So right down here, I'm going to get my phone out and take some pictures, because right down here is getting really close to where it is that we grew up. I got to tell this thing I'm not driving. I'm flying.
Departure Bonanza 5840 Sierra out of 2,400 for...
Alright, we're going to record some video here. So the nice thing about this airplane, it is a low wing.
40 Sierra, departure standby.
So it makes it difficult to see down, but this particular airplane, we sit in front of the wing, right at the front of the wing, so there is an ability to see out this airplane quite a bit more than others. I can see that airplane.
RV-712, traffic and safe.
Approach, Scott, 426 Kilo, 5,500 level.
Navy Eagle 2-1, maintain 1...
there's that airplane. I don't know if you can see it, but right there below me.
Up to flight level 230, Navy Eagle 2-1.
So very nice to have ATC watching over us.
122.6, Navy 1.
Not everybody everybody uses that, and I don't know why they don't.
No negative mode C.
Very good. Okay, I think, now these are all circles. They weren't circles back then.
Let me check that.
But that right there is as far. That's where we hung out an awful lot during the summer.
ExoJet 406 Chinook departure radar contact reaching 5,000 clear direct traffic.
5,000 direct traffic.
So anyway, it is a beautiful day today. It has been some pretty bad weather. We've had snow and ice and cold weather, but right now it is really nice out. The temperature is, well, up here at almost 4,000 feet, it's 37 degrees, but down on the ground it was 50, I don't know what it was, 55 or something like that.
6572 Sierra, we're 20.
Alright, I'm going to turn this one off. Alright, just turned on autopilot. Keep the altitude at 3,800, and we're going to see if it's working. It wasn't working too well the other day. Might have to do some work on it.
Nile uniform traffic is now 2 miles east to your position southbound Skyhawk 1,800 and down to Tri-Cities.
Just still looking at
you. 2 Charlie Whiskey cleared RNAV runway 20 approach, maintain VFR.
It seems to be holding altitude quite nicely, actually. That's nice. Plane pretty much is flying itself right now.
RV-712 traffic 11 o'clock, 8 miles, maneuvering 3,400 twin sets.
RV-712 is looking.
Alright, so he says we've got some traffic up here. Let me see if I can see him over here. There's a guy right next to me, right over here. Right on my tail. But still ways away, so we're good there. But he said there was one at 11 o'clock in front of me. No, that's a truck on the highway. Kind of hard to see traffic sometimes. They're pretty small. You kind of look for movement. And they should be just slightly lower than I am.
Charlie 2 Charlie Whiskey, radar service terminated, contact level tower 118.5.
And that guy's considerably behind me.
Tax 72 Sierra, contact Tri-Cities tower 135.3.
1353, 72 Sierra.
Okay, so I can see this guy on my map here. He's right over there.
Hey, Navy Eagle 11, Chinook departure radar contact, terminal heading 120 back to the islet.
He's only 500 feet below me.
For the island.
But he should be right over in this area, and I'm not seeing him. But that's a nice thing about having ADS-B is you can see him on here. You've got air traffic control watching out for you. So they can let you know, if people are in the way, because they can see him on radar. And should be right around in here now. He's almost even with me, but he's 600 feet, 600 feet below me right now. And I'm not seeing him. Again, it's really difficult sometimes to be able to see traffic. No. He should be right off my wing just about. This is really pretty out here. I don't know if you can see it, but we're over the top of these clouds, and clouds are bunched up against these mountains. So that is not VFR area. Can't go any closer to 2,000 feet, far away from my clouds. And so I wouldn't be able to fly over there very well. I could fly over the top of it, but I'd have to find a spot to get down through them, which there is back here, and of course over on this side. So I kind of want to watch. There's some clouds over there too I got to stay away from. And oh, and I'm going to be in trouble because I didn't text my wife and tell her I went flying. She wanted me to text her. Uh-oh. See if I can text her from up here. Where is she? I'm flying. There we go. My duty is done. Till I land, and I have to tell her that I survived another flight. Okay, so we just descended, and we're here now, safely underneath a layer of clouds. This is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see this, but this actually tells me how close I am to terrain. So there's some yellow over here, which is these mountains. So it's saying that I'm within, I can't remember what it is. I think it's 500 feet, or maybe it's 1,000 feet. I think yellow is 1,000 feet of the tops of those mountains. And here's a tiny little cloud right here that I'm going to go right over the top of. I have to maintain 500 feet over the top of those clouds. I'm not sure I'm quite there, but this is a pretty small, transparent cloud. It's kind of cool going over it. So our speed is 125 miles per hour over the ground. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty looking at those clouds. Hopefully this camera will work well. Might have to play around with some of the settings. And definitely the first time I've used it in an airplane, and first time I've used it for a long time on anything else. So, not really sure how things are going to turn out here. Not sure how the audio is going to turn out either. Hopefully you can hear, and we can start making some videos. Pointing right into the sun might be a little difficult. I don't know if this is gonna, it shades that camera a little bit.
Maybe you go one more.
Maybe that'll help.
Maybe not.
Sorry, go on. I do have a filter on that camera. It's supposed to take out the prop, so you don't see the prop flipping around. Anyway, it's supposed to help with that. I don't think it removes it completely, but it's supposed to help a lot. So, now we're out over Mattawa, and Desert Air is right over here. There's an airport we could land at if we wanted to, but I don't think we're going to land. I'll go back to Richland in a few minutes here. We'll turn back towards Richland and then go do some touch and goes at Richland. Here you can see I'm heading towards these mountains over here, and I'm obviously below them because there's some red. And if I stayed at this altitude, I would run into those mountains. Don't want to do that, so we will turn away from them pretty soon here and head back towards Richland. Of course, I could climb up and go over the top of them if I wanted, but we'll maintain right here for now. Back on the throttle. There we go. Now there's also, over on the other side of that river, actually I couldn't go over those mountains because it is restricted airspace. That is the Yakima firing range, and so you cannot fly into that area anywhere on the other side of that river. You might get shot down by a missile or chased around by an F-16 or F-22 or whatever they got over there. I'm not sure what they do have. Probably warthogs. And so you can't go over there. So we will stay away from the restricted airspace so that we don't get shot down.
And success 60 Victor, your altitude portion appears intermittent. It keeps going in and coming back, or coming in and going back out.
No, 60 Victor, okay, thanks.
The river looks pretty beautiful right now. So right now we're kind of skirting the edge of the restricted area, almost past it. It's kind of over that way. And we're going to go over the top of, just to the left of Hanford, over in the Rattlesnake Mountain Monument area. And if we're lucky, we might see a herd of elk. See them there all the time. Actually, I've never seen them from the airplane. I've looked several times, but I have seen them from the car. In fact, once they were actually on the road when we were driving past. And Eagle 11 will be looking for holding at cities for about 10 minutes or so.
Eagle 11, roger.
But there's a lot of them out here, like 100 or more. Okay, so we are now 22.7 miles away from Richland Airport.
Approach November 59 November Whiskey off Pasco, runway heading.
November 59, November Whiskey, Schmidt departure, radar contact, turn right heading 270, sector for climb.
270, 59 November.
Let's see what the...
Skyhawk 20544. Roger, Skyhawk 20544, Schmidt approach, seat altimeter 3002, say request.
Pacific approach, RV-73712. Looks like a cancel flight following. We're going to do some pattern work at Richland.
RV-73712, roger, and traffic 5 miles north of Richland is a twin Cessna 2600 descending into the airfield. Additional traffic 2 miles west of Richland, 1300 indicated, and radar service terminated, change of device frequency approved today.
Cancel and squawk VFR. Thanks for the help. RV-712.
November Whiskey, contact CL Center 132.6.
Okay, we're now squawking VFR, so they're no longer letting us know. Eagle 116. We're switching over to Richland so we can talk to the traffic there. We are descending somewhat. We are going to go down to...
Turn crosswind. Still looking for the traffic that's
right here on the downwind.
Don't have any sight, but we'll be climbing up and climbing out of the pattern on downwind to the south. Okay, which runway is being used over there? Runway 1. Okay, we'll go with a downwind for runway 1. 6 Victor. Richland traffic, Avid 45 Victor Juliet is 1,000 feet, just finishing up crossing the town of Horn Rapids. I'm on a 45 for left downwind runway 1 departing traffic. You are no factor. Yeah, we got you on site, sir. Thanks for the calls, and you guys have a great rest of your flight. Richland traffic, Avid Victor, Juliet, left downwind 1, full stop, Richland.
Richland traffic, RV-73712 is over Horn Rapids, 7 miles. We'll be entering downwind at a 45 for runway 01, Richland.
We better put some power in here and maintain.
Richland traffic, Avid 45 Victor, Juliet, left base 1, full stop, Richland. Yeah, Richland 960 Victor coming up on the cold storage plant for downwind runway 1, Richland. Richland traffic, 5 Victor, Juliet, final 1, full stop, Richland.
Turn on our landing lights so that they can see us. There is an airplane. It says he's over a cold storage plant. I don't see him. He says he's on downwind to runway 1, which is should be about parallel with me. If that is the case, oh, and I see him.
RV-73712, I have the traffic in sight. I'm going to maneuver out here and come in behind you. RV-73712, runway 1, red 1.
Okay, 6 Air Victor midfield downwind. Will be could be a stop and go or touch and go on runway 1, Richland.
Maneuver here. They didn't even call their base or final.
Richland traffic, RV-73712 is entering downwind at a 45 midfield, runway 1, Richland.
Richland traffic, Skyhawk 64270 will be departing as soon as the twin is off the runway.
Down here. Slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down. Okay, we're 1 notch flaps. And we're going to try to get about 65 knots. There we go. About 65 knots, huh? A little fast. Just slow it down just a bit more here.
Richland traffic, RV-73712, turning base, runway 1, Richland.
Richland traffic, Skyhawk 64270 is upwind, runway 1, Richland.
Alright, let's pull out some more flaps and we are gonna pull out some power so we can descend.
Yeah, Richland 960 Victor, turn it downwind, touch and go, runway 1, Richland.
Person traffic RV-73712 is turning final, runway 1, Richland. This will be a touch and go.
64270 is departing to the east, Richland.
Alright, 2 white, we're high, so we're gonna pull some power out of here and glide to the runway. And there we go, 2 red. You're dead, that means we're too low, so we're gonna put a little bit of power back in. There we go. And that's weird. Alright. And here we go. There we go. And put our flaps down to 1 notch. We're going to put some...
712 starting crosswind for runway 1, Richland.
Alright, we are crosswind. I'm at 1,400 feet. We're going to pull back the power and level off. There we go.
Richland traffic RV-73712 is turning downwind for runway 1, Richland. Full stop.
And we're downwind. At the end of the runway, so I'm going to pull back the power. 2700. And pull back on the stick till we get to about under 82, and then I can pull up with them. Notch of flaps. We're going to try to get the speed down to 65 knots, and there we are. And we just drop the nose and let it glide at 65 knots. And when we're about 45 degrees from the end of the runway, we turn base.
Richland traffic RV-73712 starting base runway 1, Richland, full stop.
And keep that airspeed up. And once we square off with the runway, we can pull another notch of flaps right there. And that helps us descend. And we're at 65 knots. Perfect, perfect. Nice, stable approach. Bring in some power because we're descending a little faster.
Richland traffic RV-73712 is turning final runway 1, Richland.
Overshot the runway just slightly, but that's okay. We can bring it back in line, and there we are, in line with the runway. We have red lights, so we're going to put in a little power and try to keep it a little higher. We can add a little long on this one because got to taxi all the way to the other end. There we go. Full power. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to land a little bit long. And that's fine. All right. Another fine day of flying. Fine day of flying. Up there. All right, we're going to turn off here on taxiway Bravo. Oops, bump that. Now we can hear the engine again. Turn that off.
RV-73712 is clear of the active Richland.
I'm surprised there aren't more guys out flying because it's a beautiful day. Calm wind, clear skies, a few small clouds up there to bust. Cold air, so it really flies nice.
7 miles north for landing, runway 1.
Alright, put the flaps down. Turn the lights off. And which one's mine? 5. 5 is mine, so let's go right over here. The 5. And crank it backwards so we can push her back in. Alright. Another successful flight. And we're going to turn off the avionics.